Mike with Best Building Kit. Wanted to show you a little demo of our lean-to trusses. Now this lean-to truss is just attached to a building. It's just bolted right into a post on one of our pole barns. This is a 16-foot lean-to. Your purlins, these are purlins. They're all placed. The purlins are 2 foot apart. We put the bubble wrap insulation with the vinyl front on there. It's an R10 just to make sure this doesn't sweat. And if you ever do want to close this in one day, you want to have that insulation up there because a lot of work taking that metal down and putting it back. It's very inexpensive to install, so we pretty much install it in all our buildings. When we do that, you look up, you see white. You really don't. It's really very little consequence. This bottom piece here, all our trusses have that. That's kind of like a roll protection that goes in that. Let me see if I can show you better here. See that cup on the bottom? Now what some people do is run wood up there for some extra bracing. On this, it's already tied into a building. It's really not all that necessary. Anyway, now this, see how it attaches to the post? Really simple. Through bolts in. It's also got a component that sits on top of the post. This actually does have an overhang. Some of our buildings we skip the overhang for more efficiency, but this is just a real simple build. Really simple. Now this is called the barge rafter, okay? Because we have a post here and a post here, but we did not want a post in between. So we run this steel rafter here, and in the middle, instead of having a post here, we just attach that right. It's like a header, or we call it a barge rafter. It's like a header, and then your truss just attaches right to it on there. So that way we have lots of open space if you want more than your 10 feet in between here. Anyway, once again, now that we did have to cut the metal around there to attach to where that attaches to the barn. We did have to notch some metal. A little bit of work, but not too bad. Anyway, but that's how our lean-to truss works. Oh, let me show you the front of this here. Now this is still a work in progress. We still need to trim those ends and trim the front. But we ran a lean-to truss, then ran a gable truss there, filled in the sides, and then another lean-to truss. These are like a big erector set. There's a million different ways you can go with it. And we have another barge rafter here so that we have this nice big door. So if you're moving hay or equipment or whatever, you've got this nice big door, and that's your header or barge rafter. So that you have a bigger door than 10 feet, and you see your truss attaches right there. Anyway, hope this information is useful to you. If so, feel free to hit the subscribe or the like button. If you have any questions, please contact us.